This is a fictional example using sample data. In litigation and investigations, a matter rarely arrives as one neat story. It arrives as artifacts: emails, call logs, people, accounts, and transactions. The hard part is turning that pile into a defensible narrative of who is connected to what and what happened when. We have already imported discovery information into SentVi. Now we start by visualizing all the data. On screen, you are looking at the case as a relationship map. People, emails, phone numbers, calls, and payment accounts are all connected in one place. This is not just a list of records. This is the structure of the matter. Now let's walk through a simple scenario. A whistleblower tip suggests a potential payoff. So the first goal is to narrow the dataset quickly without losing context. We use a numeric filter and search for transfers over $100,000. Now the chart collapses down to the single transaction that matches the allegation. This is where we stop guessing and start working from evidence. We open the transfer relationship and drill into transferred to. If we had just discovered this account, the details might be minimal. But as the inquiry progresses, we can store what we learn right on the relationship. First, we add a plain English summary, what we believe this transfer is and why it matters. Next, we attach supporting documents like a wire confirmation receipt. Then we store searchable metadata, for example, the method of transfer and the current status. Finally, we add ongoing notes with date stamps. In this example, we note that the sender normally pays payroll vendors, and this high-dollar transfer is new behavior. We also note a follow-up step, request KYC for the recipient. Now we return to visualize and go back to our diagram. The next question is simple. What else do we already have that touches this account? We click Get Links and expand 1 degree. Now we see the immediate network around the transaction, including the account owners. Next, we want to answer a classic attorney question. Show me what connects these two people. We select Sophie and Gideon, then click between selected. Now we see the connecting emails, phones, calls, and accounts that tie them together. Now we test sequence because sequence is where intent often becomes visible. We can use our time range window to narrow our selection. As we drag our selection through the time period our data specifies, things get interesting. First an email is sent, then the money transfer happens. Then, about a week later, there is a phone call. To communicate that clearly, we switch to timeline. Timeline presents the same facts in a chronological story that is easy to review, share, and explain. At any point, we can generate visuals and reports for internal review, experts, or exhibits. And if you need to share the chart with someone who does not have a full license, you can use the free SentVi Reader for view-only access. The takeaway is speed to clarity. Filter to the one event that matters. Build your work product directly on the underlying relationship. Expand the network surgically with Get Links. Then confirm the story through time range and timeline.